Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carly Van Every, and I am going to do a little bit of a different video today as per inspiration. So I had this message come through from my spiritual guides, my higher self, maybe about like a month ago, and the message was share your seeds. And so by share your seeds, what they really meant is, Carly, share your visions, share what's in your heart. So truthfully, I don't know how this is going to go. Whether it's like a series or whether it's just kind of comes and goes whenever it wants to, or I'm not really sure, but I've got a feeling that it's always going to be the right place, right time type of delivery. Meaning whenever I get inspired to, and this feeling of wanting to share, it's meant to be like that. So okay. So I've had this dream. You should know I am an Aquarius. My birthday's in February, so probably by the time I release this, it'll be close to my birthday, hopefully, somewhere around there. But I've always had this dream for, I guess, a harmonious way of living on this planet for all of us, humanity, all of us, with how we are internally and how we interact with each other within our communities and within the world, no matter where we go. And I don't know, I really, really believe in harmony for humanity and in living in peace. Peace for the people, and to even go further beyond that with my Aquarius mind. I really believe in harmony and peace for humanity and for all beings on this planet, with us, and how we interact with the animals, with how we interact with the plants, with the ecosystem, with the land, with the waters, with everything that shares this planet with us, right? And even to go like one step further, this is a little bit more expansive, but even in this universe with other beings, right? Non-physical, spirits, like our ancestors, our passed on loved ones, and just other beings that other people have channeled, right? Like, for example, Daryl Anka, who channels Bashar, Esther Hicks, who channels Abraham, Sheila Gillette, who channels Theo, to live in harmony and peace and conscious co-creation with them too. But it all starts, or I guess from where I am right now, while I'm filming this, it all starts within, and then it kind of goes out to the people around us in our homes, and then it kind of goes out to the people in our neighborhoods and our immediate communities, and then it kind of naturally grows as the energy's flowing there and it's being concentrated there, right? But yeah, I don't know, I always believed in peace for humanity and harmony for humanity, and it's something that really lights me up. And I see some contrast in the world in how some things are delivered, and I appreciate that contrast too, because it shows me where we are, and it also shows me the potential of what could be. So what I mean by that is that sometimes there's some things that I see that I really don't prefer. Like, for example, homelessness. I think it would be a lot nicer, and it would feel a lot better to see everybody living in vitality, in well-being, in to live in a state where money is normal for everybody, to live in a state where, homes and communities are, how do I say, they're just absolute for everybody. Everybody has security. Everybody has just this like knowing and feeling of love, And I understand that I'm not disregarding anything, I'm saying this with full respect and acknowledgement that I understand not everybody has the same life experience. Some people definitely have some things that are probably really not nice to experience. But I do know from what I can pull from my personal life experience that the feeling of love within, and real love, where I know that I'm connected to these beautiful people and relationships that I have with these beautiful people around me in my life, in my family, and my friends, in my friends that I consider family, and my connection to the Creator, my connection to this planet. I think that would be really, really nice for people to know and people to hold within and people to experience more often, viscerally and fully. So yeah, I don't know, I'm feeling really called to talk about this idea of respect. And what I want to say first is that respect, I believe, should always start from within by saying, I respect myself. And I would even invite you to say this, and I'll continue to say this too, for my own self too, in my own practice, where you say it to yourself so many times that you actually feel it within your body. You keep saying it to yourself until you start to feel this energy shift in your body and this energy move in your body, however it may move for you. I respect myself. I respect myself. I respect myself. I respect myself. Keep saying it over and over again until you start to feel something, and then just take note of what you're feeling within. Because then that kind of attunes you to what respect means for you and what it feels like for you firsthand. And I think to honor yourself with respect it's a gift. It's a real gift. And then I think when you are able to allow yourself to be in that state of respect, you're able to move throughout the world with this inner respect and this inner knowing of what respect feels like. And then you can go outwards to other people and say, I respect your journey. I don't know what life experience you may have had. I don't know how often you've been hurt or how deeply you've been hurt, wounded, or I don't know how deeply you have felt love or felt pure bliss. I don't know what your relationships are like with your family and why you do the things you do, but that's okay because I respect your journey. And I think to tie this in, it brings it down to an even deeper level of everybody's on their path. We hear it so often, I guess like in Western civilization, in the Western world, where there's this big preach and this big support for just be kind to others because you don't know what's going on in their lives. And I think in addition to that, adding in this form of respect, saying be kind and I respect your journey, it shifts the energy in a way. And I'm saying this because this is what I'm used to more in my life. just a little bit about like my inner workings and what goes on in my mind and in my life experience. I see energy. I can see, when I meditate, I can see colors, I can see auras, I can see white light energy, I can see music as energy, the music notes in songs, the beats, the harmonics. I can see the energetics when I close my eyes, and I can see which note is the color blue, which note is the color yellow, and then there I can see how it moves. Sometimes it ripples out from the bottom, sometimes it goes up, sometimes it's a purple line coming in, but it makes a specific sound, a specific frequency. So this is how I operate, and this is what I enjoy, and I'm very much feeling based, so I like to feel whatever I can feel in my body, you know, contentment, anger, sadness. I felt shame, I felt guilt, I felt happiness, I felt completely in bliss, completely in joy, I felt empowered, and I just like to really adapt to the energetics, or the energy in the way of looking at energy in terms of emotions. So, you know, where I was going with this is that when you approach somebody and say, you know, I respect your journey, at least what I've discovered in my own life experience with that is that any relationship that I have with anybody, whether it be friend, family, nature, you know, any animal in nature that I see, the land that I walk on, right? Because that land is alive. The water is alive. Water has spirit. The water holds memory. Mother Earth herself. Romantic relationship. Whatever relationship I am in with anyone or any other being, if I know this respect and I come to them and I say, you know, I respect your journey, what that does energetically is it opens everything. It creates a space of safety and trust. You know, whereas like if somebody made a decision and it was something that you really don't agree with, maybe even perhaps it's something that triggered you where you're like, why would they do that? You know, like why wouldn't they do like the thing that everyone else is doing, or why wouldn't they follow, you know, whatever, or why, right? Which in and of itself, that's okay too, because that's still an experience that you're experiencing, and that's very valid. You know, we all have very, very valid experiences and things that go on in our mind and in our bodies. This is what I believe. It's all part of the journey. It's all part of the process. But when you're able to stand in front of somebody, and even if it's something that they may have done that maybe you don't agree with, or maybe you think could have been done differently, but you're able to say, okay, I respect your journey, it takes a level, it does take like a level of, I guess, I don't know if emotional maturity is the right word, but that's probably the closest thing I can find to it, to be able to say that and be very integral with that. Yeah, it opens up the energy, and it's like, okay, well, you don't see that person or that individual as a mistake. You understand that they're making their own decisions, and maybe, you know, their decisions aren't something you agree with, but that's the decisions, that's not them. This happens in psychology too, where, you know, even in mental, see, this is just me personally, I think there should be a different word than mental illnesses, because even then I think I don't know, I just think about like Abraham Hicks and what they say and how they say everything is working out for you and it's always the path of least resistance. So if somebody's going through emotion or going through something, it could be their path. It could be their like soul's choosing, right? And I don't know, I don't know where I was going with that. So if it comes up, I'll talk about it again. But man, where was I going with that? Aquarius mind. No, sorry. It's not, we can all open our consciousness up like how I am, and we can all question everything, right? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say just an Aquarius mind. You can do this too. We all can. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just like this like level of respect, right? Where it's like you don't know why somebody may choose to do something a certain way or may not choose, may opt out of doing something altogether. But you can still say, I respect your journey and I respect you. Like, I get it. Sometimes stuff is really hard to go through and sometimes you don't know what may be considered right or wrong. You're just going based off of what you feel. But you gotta, like, what you feel is, you're experiencing it in your body, and to an extent, yes, that is real. Yeah, it's not about being right when it comes to this, like, terms of like making decisions and following your path versus like the opinions of others. It's about being real. Like, if you're going through something and you're really hurting, you can't put false positivity on that. I mean, you can try, but you'll probably just end up winding in like a different energetic loop, and it might not be too helpful for you. But if you are like hurting or experiencing something, you got to acknowledge that before you can choose to focus yourself and shift your energy in a different direction to get yourself centered again, right? Yeah. I just think that, again, any relationship that I'm in, whether it's a romantic relationship, a relationship with like another person, friend, or if it's like a family relationship, any relationship that I'm in with somebody, when I say I respect your journey, and I mean that, it just changes, like, honestly, it just feels like it changes everything. And I think that's one of the best things that I can do for this person that I'm sharing this relationship with, and for myself too. So there's no added stress to myself with, why would they, da-da-da. It's just like, no, they're on their path, and I respect that because I'm on my path too. And sometimes I make mistakes, and sometimes, I've felt that where I've tried to like people please other people, and well, there's so many people that have so many different opinions, and I am only one person, and I can only focus on one thing at a time, right? It's best for my well-being if I focus on one thing at a time. Yeah. Respect to you, and it changes like the relationship, and that's just what I want to talk about right now. There's so much more. I have a feeling this could be like definitely a series, because there's so much more that I would love to share with you guys about the world that we can really, really be living and experiencing in, and about the economy, and about harmony and politics, different ways, offerings of what could be, our relationships, how deeply we can really experience love, and our connection to this planet, connecting with spirit, with ourselves, our higher selves, other beings, dream time. That's where I have a lot of a lot of tools and gifts handed to me too that I really, really appreciate. Yeah, there's a lot. So if you guys want to jam on anything, talk about anything, if you're feeling like any of this kind of similar stuff in your own life, I'd love to honestly hear about it and like connect with you on it. And if you've had any of these similar thoughts or even something else to bring to the table, I'd love to hear about that also. I think when we connect with who we really are and are able to express that, whether through voice, whether through sensation, or just with being with ourselves or with another one or with this beautiful planet, I don't know, there's like a real sense of purity and a language that comes from the heart that I really admire. So if you guys have any thoughts about this, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. If anything just really spoke to you or really moved you, I'd love to hear it too. And if there's anything else that you want to talk about, leave it in the comments below. Whew. So respect. I guess that was episode 1 of what to call this. Sharing your seeds, sharing vision, sharing what's going on. Yeah, interesting. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for holding space. Just by being you and just by listening, I really appreciate it. Even if you are seeing this after I film, just the fact of you watching this and holding space like that, it's pretty profound. I appreciate it. So I guess that's it for this for right now. I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much, and I hope that wherever you are in the world, you have a good day, a good night, a good evening. You just get to feel whatever's in your heart for your heart's desires with lots of love, lots of knowingness, lots of connection to the Creator. Thanks, guys. Take care.